Okay.
That like jump scared me.
Yes! It's been so long! I haven't been able to do that in so long!
Yeah, that one, you got me good on that one. That was rough. I was reading something and was very focused in.
God, I wish I knew how to read.
There's a child at my door.
A child.
A child.
Oh, goodness.
hello,
Hi, Sammy.
friend.
It's also
Sammy.
Emily, Sammy. Well, the other way. That way.
It is. Hello.
A child.
There's a child.
Anytime someone says a child, it's that vocal stem that doesn't go away.
A child. No.
I'm going to be like 80 and someone's going to say it. And they're going to be like, what's wrong with you? A child. It's only one thing.
I have really exciting news for you.
Oh, God. What?
So I've seen several trailers and like promos in the last few days for Pragmata, and I do think I will buy it.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Yeah, the reviews are stellar.
Anti-Pragmata, I just wasn't like, I hadn't seen enough of it. Like, this is something I have to buy day one.
I didn't.
And
think
I won't be buying it day one because I'll be gone. So.
Day one's tomorrow.
What?
Day one's tomorrow.
Oh, I saw the 24th.
That was the original release date.
Oh.
It was moved to tomorrow because they finished early. And they said, hey, it's been 6 years. We can push it up a week and get it to you.
Well, so then why did I just see a trailer for it? That was like the 24th last night. Yeah, this does say April 17th.
Yep. That is, the 24th was the original release date. So it probably was an older trailer that they just didn't edit.
That's fair. But I did think it looked cute. I do think it looks cute. It's giving The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. And also another game that I'm struggling to think of.
People have said, people who reviewed it said it is Dad Simulator like The Last of Us and God of War.
Yeah, I was just thinking of it last night where I was like, this is like something else I played. Maybe Resident Evil 9 I was thinking of because you have a small blonde child in that one as well. But I do think I'll be playing it. Probably not day one because I'm still in the middle of Baldur's Gate 3. Which I've been working very hard on, everyone.
She's almost done.
Well.
Oh no.
Almost busy. I've been in Act 3 for a while, and I've done a lot in Act 3, but I still have so much left to do.
Act 2 is the shortest, and Act 3 is like a chunk.
I beat Act 1 and Act 2 together, both of them within 40 hours, probably. And so when I saw people being like, this is a 100+ hour game, I was like, that's crazy because I've beaten 2/3 of this game and I'm only at 40 hours.
It's a 100+ hour game when you consider how much people replayed it and still I have a friend who's replaying it for like the 9th time.
I'm at like 70 hours right now. I still probably have at least 20 hours of gameplay left. I still have to finish all my companions' quests. I still have to do the Steel Foundry. I still have to get the other 2 Nether Stones. And then I still have to fight the Elder Brain. So I still have a lot left to do. Wow, now my cat's here.
A cat.
Everybody wants to be in here today. They never want to be in here until I start podcasts. And then everyone's like, why is this the room to be at and be in? And I must be in it now.
Because your door's closed.
Not. Yeah, they don't like when the door's closed. It makes them really mad. All that to say, I have a lot left to go in Baldur's Gate 3. Probably another 20 to 30 hours, I would bet. But I'm really loving it so far. It's been a great time. There was a very, very steep learning curve. But I'm really enjoying it. It does remind me that I do enjoy this gameplay style. It's actually making me reminiscent of Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's almost making me want to go back to Fire Emblem Three Houses and do that one again.
It's on not my list this year, but it's on my list at some point in the future.
I've been getting that itch playing this game where I'm like, ooh, is it time to go play Fire Emblem Three Houses? is it time to go do that? This like tactical RPG is giving me that. So it's definitely been my mind. But I'm loving Baldur's Gate. Romance Halsin. That's going well.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to have this done in the next week or so.
I am grateful she did not romance Gale. I hate that man.
I don't like Gale.
I don't understand the
Cassie, if
obsession
you're
with him.
here, you're not here. You didn't hear that. She loves Gale and is romancing him. And
Isn't
then
isn't
I,
Cassie like our only Spotify listener?
one of our very few, yeah. So if you listen to this, Cassie, I'm sorry. He just don't learn, do we?
He's a
So
dumb man.
he's a lot. He really comes out of the gate swinging about his goddess ex-girlfriend, and I was like, okay. I don't think I'm gonna try that one. And then he just continues to be not great. Will, I liked and considered romancing. He never really flirted with me or gave me any indication. So I didn't romance him. Astarion, I openly shut down at one point because I think he's a funny little dude. But I think if this game was like Mass Effect and they gave people sexualities, I do not think that man would be straight.
No.
And who else? Oh, Lizelle did try to romance me, but I said no to her too. Who the heck are you romancing? What? It's in Baldur's Gate 3. It's a role-playing game. So it's Dungeons and Dragons. It's the one I was telling you about. And so you have companions, and you can make friends with your companions. You can make enemies out of them. You can get them to approve or disapprove, and then you can romance a character. So that's where we're at now. I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, I probably still have 20 to 30 more hours of this game. Like The Sims, kind of, it's more like story-based. It's more like, it's not like Sims where you click this character and you're like, yay, get married. It's more like you have to get a character's approval over a certain period of time, and then there's like story scenes with the two of you together, and you can get like a happy end and whatnot.
And you have to fight.
Yeah, you have to fight with them. But it's more like a book/movie than I would say like The Sims. Yeah, there's only been a couple issues with it. I've got a lot of bugs in this game so far, and that's been pretty frustrating.
Yes.
But otherwise, I'm having a great time. I'm excited to finish it. I'm excited to play the rest of it. I think after podcast, quite frankly, I'll probably sign off of this and go right back to Baldur's Gate. I think it's time to maybe do the Steel Foundry tonight. I don't know.
Oh dear God. My backlog. I finally finished something. I texted Emily as soon as I finished it yesterday.
Oh, I was like, what'd you finish? But I know what it is.
Yeah. I finished Yakuza Like a Dragon. My first Yakuza game ever. And my God, that game is bananas in every way possible. It is definitely soap opera meets wacky Japan game show vibes.
Like, I've always heard it's just really funky and fun.
It is. It's even something I think you would just enjoy, sit down, laugh, and then the story would still grip you. Because the ending made me tear up. It was incredibly sad ending. And it's the only ending.
It's never been on my list. It's never been like, oh, I don't want to play that.
No.
It's just in the realm of all the games I've had to play. It's kind of been on the backlog.
It was never on my list either until I got it for $5. And I'm like, you know what? It is turn-based. I've heard nothing but good things about this series.
And now I didn't realize it was turn-based.
This one is. This one, this one and the next one are. The first ones are action games. And you know what? I'll even tell you the reason. So this is a new protagonist. It's a soft relaunch, right?
Sister.
Bye, sister. It's a soft relaunch, right? And the main character sees everything like it's Dragon Quest, the original Dragon Quest from the 80s. And so that's how he sees the world, where it's like, oh, hey, here's some normal looking dudes who want to fight you. And then his imagination makes them look like just different creatures or like
that's
humans.
That's really goofy.
It is. One of your, you can get summons in it, which is wonderful. And they call it pound mates. It's a service you call for protection. And one of your pound mates is a crawfish that you save.
About right for this game. Maybe I'll definitely add it to the list. I think
I'll let her borrow it from me. You guys know me. She has too many of my games already.
I think the problem is after this one, I think I am probably going to play Uncharted, or I'm going to go back to, or do Pragmata, or go back to Ghost of Tsushima, merely because I don't think I can do another turn-based after this. I think I want a break from turn-based. And Metaphor ReFantazio, Final Fantasy 16, and Persona 3 are all turn-based.
That is 2/3 correct.
Final Fantasy 16 is not turn-based?
No, Final Fantasy has not been turn-based since 10.
Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe I could do that one.
Yeah,
Metaphor and Persona 3 are turn-based, so
yes.
Persona 3 was going to be my next one, but I think we're going to push that back. So I think maybe I'll, after playing such a, like, long game, I think maybe I'll break it up with some Uncharted, because those are pretty short and sweet. And then, I don't know what I'll do next.
Final Fantasy 16 is also relatively short. I don't want to call it short. I would say it's normal sized. It is.
I think I have it on.
size.
So when I added all these games to my backlog, I listed the estimated hours and then color coded them. And I have Final Fantasy 16 as 40 to 60 hours.
Yep. I think it took me 45 to get through.
So I'll probably. Oh, we have 007 First Light coming up.
That's next month. I'm in that annoyingly awkward, because I finished Yakuza and I'm like, ooh, I immediately want to play the sequel, which I have. And guess what? I can't. Like, I finished the game yesterday, 2 days before Pragmata comes out. And I'm like, oh, I'm in that awkward point where I can't start something new for 2 days.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting like, what do I do?
Wait.
Play Balatro? I have the platinum in Balatro.
We'll play some more. I have the platinum in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Does not stop me from continuing to play Disney.
And all for me to say, I have been playing Balatro. And I played on stream the last 2 days.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Yeah, my current order is to do 007 next. Although, I think I'll have time. So I'll probably do Uncharted. And maybe Pragmata. And then I'll do 007.
If you do Pragmata, we can push back the review from next week.
I probably will do Pragmata. Here's the thing. Yeah, I won't be able to beat it by next week. I'm still in the middle of Baldur's Gate, so we can talk about it. You might be able to do it without me next week, because I don't know when I'll be able to get around to it. So. Yeah.
I will do it, and I will love it and adore it, and it will be awesome.
It'll make you cry for sure.
Our main topic today, speaking of
Wait, don't we have any news?
We will. I was going to say, but first news, but then you rudely interrupted me.
I thought you were jumping ahead. You're usually so on, like, we got to talk about news. I was so shocked.
We do have news. Which, honestly, I had to go, like, digging for news. Not a lot has happened other than 3 reviews happen. And 2 of them I'm interested. Well, technically 3, but I'm not going to get one of them. Okay, so first and foremost, let me press my button here. I didn't know this was happening. Oh, come on. Disney has been just removing games from Steam that they've had on there, slowly but quietly. They just removed 15 more games from Steam, such as High School Musical 3, Brave the video game,
High School Musical
3, Bolt, Treasure Planet, Battle of whatever that word is, Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, there's a lot here that have been removed. A couple Star Wars games.
Did you know stuff? They had the Chicken Little video game on Steam and they got rid of it.
Yep.
I love the Chicken Little video game. I still have it for GameCube. I didn't know that was an option. I could have been playing that on Steam this whole time.
I'm curious. It says Outlaws plus a handful of missions. What is that? That's not Star Wars Outlaws.
I don't know.
Hold on.
It might be.
We're doing this. No, Star Wars Outlaws is still on there, so it's not that. It is still here.
Oh, Outlaws plus a handful of missions is literally a title.
Oh.
It came up when you searched it. When you searched, it came up Outlaws plus handful of missions.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Store. Outlaws plus. Oh, yeah. What? Oh, okay. Okay. This is not like. It's here.
Yeah,
but this is a remaster.
Maybe they're removing it soon.
Oh, the vanilla version might be gone. Chicken Little. Let's do that.
I love Chicken Little's Chicken Little game.
Fun fact: I've never seen Chicken Little. I know.
What?
Crazy enough.
I love that movie.
And I love Zach Braff. Is High School Musical 1 and 2 still on here? No, nothing. Golly.
We've lost so much, and I didn't even know we could lose it. I didn't know I had them, and now I've lost them.
It's the Tangled video game. Disney Princess
Sick
My
Disney
Fairy
Dreamlight Valley
Tale.
reference.
What?
There's a Disney Dreamlight Valley reference in this article.
I didn't see it. Oh,
There's
yeah.
still plenty of Disney games like Disney Dreamlight Valley.
And Epic Mickey, too.
Yeah.
So,
I'd just like to see DLV references in the wild.
These are gone from Steam. They're off Steam. And
if you want to play Chicken Little Guys, I still got it on my GameCube.
You guys wonder why I am like buying physical media left and right. Because this can happen. God.
Terrible.
I hate it. Moving on. Time to talk slightly about AI slop.
Oh, why?
Because there have been AI slop videos, and they're pretty convincing of this dude hand making these little lamps. But they the videos are completely AI done, and while they are selling this product, they are mass produced and not handmade by a dude.
But they're making it look like it's handmade.
Yes, and this is not the first time I've seen this happen. The other one was a lady with leather bags, and luckily there are plenty of accounts on TikTok that are very good about coming out and saying, "Hey, this is AI, and here's all the ways we were able to tell." This is
Mario's
one of them.
eyes.
And that's what makes it convincing that it could be handmade. Like that.
He's seeing into the beyond.
He's seeing into your
looking into
soul.
the void, and the void is staring back.
Let's see. Oh, it's not. Oh, they took it down. It looks like they took it down. Good.
Oh, good.
Thank God. But yeah, be careful of AI. It's everywhere, and it's pissing me off. That's it for that one. We're gonna jump to this one. Emily didn't know about this. Nintendo dropped a free Yoshi game on Switch and mobile. However, it's not much of a game. You remember Mario 64?
Making fun of Super Mario 64. This is mean.
This is it.
Torture.
It's Mario 64, but you're yanking Yoshi's faces, and he makes happy noises.
This is giving that one minigame in Mario Party where you have to like recreate their face and facelift, and you like move the face pieces in different directions to try to mimic the facial expression the character's making. This is what that's giving.
Yeah. There's two
we trapped
games like
Yoshi
that.
in a Switch, and now we're torturing him.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna start protesting this game. Yoshi's rights.
Hello Yoshi is available.
Say goodbye to Yoshi, guys. At least on this platform. This is PETA. Can I call him PETA for this?
Side note, I sent Emily a video earlier today, speaking of Yoshi, of Governor Mundami saying he was, saying the roles of government and, things like, he was using race references, and then he changed it to Mario Party, where he said specifically, "You are Yoshi, and you are
Mario
using
Kart.
Mario Kart. He's like, you are Yoshi, and you're using a golden mushroom to go faster." And I had to send that to Emily because that is her favorite Yoshi. Any Yoshi.
He is my favorite. I love him. I was going to go get my big Yoshi, but I was too lazy to get up and go get him. But just know my big Yoshi's sitting over there. And it is actually that pink Yoshi right there.
I said governor. He's the mayor of New York City.
He is the mayor.
He's the mayor.
Yeah.
But still, I wish that was my mayor. God.
I wish that was my president.
Same. Unfortunately, he cannot be president. But
it's so sad. It's
not
unfair.
Allowed. Yes.
Nothing.
Okay. Finally. And we're going to talk about other reviews, but Pragmata Reviews symbol that Capcom's just can't be stopped this year. They're on a hot streak because guess what? They've released 3 games this year.
I don't like those. I don't like those things. I like those things. Hey, remember from I'm going to play Pragmata. Change my mind. I won't be playing it. I don't like those things.
Emily can play Resident Evil 9 with lickers, but this is too much.
No, I'm not afraid of them. They make me uncomfortable.
The lickers don't?
No. They're like cute little puppies.
Anywho,
There's a Resident Evil CGI movie where they're kind of on your side. They're cute. They're just like little brains.
The other games that Capcom have released this year are, of course, Resident Evil Requiem and Monster Hunter Stories 3. which both have rated also in the 80s, the high 80s, in terms of rating, and people are loving every minute of them.
Do you think Capcom is trying to like garner all this goodwill so that like in a couple months when it drops Resident Evil 5 remake, people won't question it as much?
That's
like,
why we're getting a new
like,
Mega Man game.
They're like, good game, good game, good game. Now let us just slide that one where you go to Africa as a white man and kill a bunch of tribes, and like, don't worry about that one.
Maybe they'll change the story.
Stuck it right in there.
Maybe instead of Africa, you go to France.
You go to Spain. They already did Spain. I mean, like my friend, when I talked to her about Resident Evil 5, will also point out she's like Spain. Like 4 kind of has a similar problem. You go to like a remote village in Spain and just start murdering locals. And Resident Evil 8 also takes place in Europe. They don't mention where in Europe, but somewhere in Europe.
Resident Evil 7 takes place in good old Louisiana. I think
that tracks.
Yeah, 8's in Europe. You said 8's in
Europe. 7's 1, 2, and 3 are in. Get this, Michigan. Because Raccoon City is loosely based off of Grand Rapids. Apparently, is something that I've been learning recently, delving into the lore.
I didn't.
And if you look on the map when it shows up, it's like in the same location as Grand Rapids. So anyway, 1, 2, and 3 are Michigan. 4 is Spain. 5, I don't remember where in Africa it is. 6, no clue. 7, Louisiana. 8, Europe again. 9,
back to Michigan.
Midwest. Yeah, Michigan-ish.
I thought you returned to Raccoon City.
Yeah, I was thinking about the beginning because you're also in a city that's not Raccoon City for a while, but I think that's like an hour outside of it, so you're probably still in Michigan.
You're in Ann Arbor.
You're in Ann Arbor, or you're at like the border of Indiana.
Oh my God, Traverse City. No, Traverse City is 3 hours away.
It's north. Ann Arbor is also like 2-ish hours away.
I take it back. You're in Muskegon. You're in Muskegon.
You're in Muskegon or Lansing. You're in Lansing. That actually tracks.
Guys, I'm learning too much about Michigan. Is it obvious that I'm trying to move to Michigan? That I'm learning the Michigan lore? Wait till I figure out how to get around. Then you guys, it's over for everybody. Speaking of which, speaking of hearing my wife in the other room, today is my 5-year wedding anniversary. We already celebrated by going on a cruise. Today is my 1-year work anniversary. But for the past 3 days, me and Allison have hated each other because our baseball teams have been playing each other. And I lost all 3 games.
Who's your baseball team?
Kansas City Royals.
Oh, why?
Because that was childhood memories. Those were baseball games I remember going to with my dad when I lived there.
Oh, you lived in Kansas City?
I did for 4 years.
You can be friends with someone for a long time and learn new facts about them.
I thought I've told you this. I lived in Kansas City, Missouri for a
good
chunk of time.
I thought you were a New Orleans boy, born and raised. Turns out you're not Southern. There's a reason you don't have a Southern accent. It's because you lived in Kansas.
All right, let's. No, I lived in Missouri. There's 2 sides. Kansas City's in both states. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think I was getting it mixed up with Cincinnati, which is also in both states.
Is Cincinnati in 2 states?
It's in Ohio, and then there's like another part of it that goes into Kansas. It's like
Kansas.
Tennessee?
Kansas is not touching
Tennessee.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I'm getting my map mixed up.
I'm about to say Kansas and Ohio are not close.
When I interviewed for my Japan job, I had to go to Cincinnati. And Cincinnati is like, Kentucky. Half of Cincinnati is in Kentucky and half of Cincinnati is in Ohio.
Here's your lore, Emily. My parents lived in Slidell, Louisiana when I was born. I was born in Biloxi, Mississippi because it was the closest military hospital where they could have me for free. Lived in Slidell, moved to Atlanta, Georgia, moved to Kansas City, Missouri, moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, moved to Baton Rouge, and then
to a lot of places. So you're actually not a Southern boy. This makes so much sense.
I've lived in the South for 90% of my life.
Yeah, but you weren't born there.
I was born in Mississippi, and my parents lived in Slidell, Louisiana. That's the South.
So you're not Louisianan, is what you're saying.
You and Allison are going to make me riot. I am a Louisiana boy full through and through. My dad's not a Southerner. I'm half not Southerner because my dad's not a Southerner. He's a California boy. Dad's California boy through and through.
You know what? That migration makes sense for him. And what I know about him.
Military?
No, just his political views to move from California to Louisiana. That makes sense.
Oh,
that was a good migration. That was a migration in the proper direction.
Oh, he wants out of here. He's told me he'd move back to California if
Wow, really?
if he had his option, if he had his choice, because it's beautiful and it's sunny, and the state's very nice.
I guess we should probably talk about video games, huh?
Yeah, we should. But I have just to quickly review some. We had 3 games get reviewed, and 3 of them I'm interested in. Crazy. Pragmata sits right now at an 86, and I'm seeing a lot of reviews online. People are very happy. I've heard people love the story, and I've heard people are mixed about the story, but no one's upset about the story. So it just depends who you are. Mouse PI for Hire, not physical yet, but coming physically in July, which is what I'm waiting for. Got an 81. It's indie game. People are going to call it indie game of the year.
It's giving Steamboat Willie. But we talked about this.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And it runs like it. It's very smooth with that. Think how Cuphead was received when it was first done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving Cuphead.
Exactly. And Troy Baker's the main protagonist for this little indie game. Okay. And Tamagotchi Living the Dream sits at a 78. The lowest of the 3. What?
I do have news on this front. Blake and I probably won't be playing this and reviewing it.
Yeah, I mean, not yet. I will eventually get it, but right now.
Eventually, yeah. We will get to this eventually. I'm probably going to wait until I have a Switch 2 to play this.
Yeah.
Also, I played the demo, and there wasn't anything about it that really caught me. Honestly, a lot of the videos I've seen and played have kind of felt a little repetitive. Like, you kind of get the same scripted interactions, just randomized characters. I'm excited to see the memes.
Only for the demo, though.
That's fair. I'm excited to see what memes come from this. I'm excited to see more about it. And I definitely will be playing this in the future. So it might still prove me wrong. There just wasn't anything right now that made me grip me to be like, I'm going to play this at this moment, especially with Pragmata coming out soon and 007 coming out soon. My video game money is going elsewhere for the moment.
I found out, so my Pragmata is tied for my most anticipated game for the year, right? Tied with Beast of Reincarnation. I've been trying to pre-order Beast of Reincarnation because we have a release date, but GameStop's like, it's not in our system, we don't have it. It is physically exclusive to Play Asia, and I have to buy the Asian. It's essentially region free, all languages copy. They call it the Asian variant from Play Asia. It is only $50, but I have to pay that plus shipping plus tariff price. So
that's a lot.
It will add up to be like a full price game, but I will do it because I need it.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. And then 007, I'm excited for, but I don't think I can call it like anticipated.
Yeah, I'm excited for 007 for the nostalgia factor. I don't think it's gonna be anything like those games, so I'm interested to see if I'll really like it. Most anticipated probably for the rest of this year. Obviously, Resident Evil 9 was on my most anticipated list.
Yeah.
Now that we're past Resident Evil 9, my most anticipated are still probably Yoshi and the Mysterious Book,
which
I'll be playing with my friend who owns a Switch 2. And then later in this year, we haven't gotten an official release date, but it says it's coming later this year, which is Silent Hill Townfall.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
I will not be playing that one.
Probably not, no.
But we're going to talk about our main topic, which is Commander Shepard and the Normandy.
Well, we're talking about Sarah Ryder. Don't exclude her.
Or, I mean, you didn't have to play as Sarah Ryder. You could have played as...
who plays as Scott?
You'd be surprised. Not me, but...
Losers play as Scott. That's who. Mass Effect is a female protagonist. Oh, no, wait, I forgot that. Wait, how come you... Oh, you did say Commander Shepard. I was like, why did you give Commander Shepard in the OG series a gender?
Because he doesn't have a first name.
I actually forgot that you could play as either gender in the original series. And I was like, you should only play as Sarah so that it's a female-only franchise. And then I remembered you don't actually ever have to play as a female.
You can play as a male in both. And
I think Commander
screwed
Shepard
up.
is canonically a female. And I think the canonic Pathfinder is Sarah Ryder. Sorry, I don't make the rules.
To be fair, unless I somehow screw it up, I will always play as a female in games because for some reason the designs for the females are always better than the males. They make males look dumb.
It depends. I probably will do that as well. If it's just like a generic character creator, I will always pick the female. If it is choose between this pre-created male and this pre-created female, a la like Assassin's Creed Syndicate, where you have Jacob and Evie, and they both have their own quests, but you can pick who to play as, like in the downtime. Or Assassin's Creed, right, where you have Cassandra and
Alexio.
I think it's Alexios.
That's sure, Alexios.
I guess it would depend, but I probably will also always pick the female because I also played as Cassandra and Evie in that too.
This didn't start for me until I was replaying the Pokemon games. I'm like, why do the male characters look so lame? And the females are like, oh, they have like fun hair and fun designs, and the male characters are always in a hat. And that's it.
The only game it's better to play as a man in is the freaking Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Because if you play as a man, you get so many great like options about who to marry. And if you play as a female, you get the drunkard, the homeless man, and the lazy dude who never leaves his house.
They added more. They added more in the remake.
In the remake, but in the original, it's better to play as the man. You're gonna do so much better with your pickings. That's the only game I can think of. I'm like, yeah, I have to play as a man.
We've already talked about Harvest Moon. We got to stick to main topic. Both recently, me last summer, Emily earlier this year. Unless it was
I did play Mass Effect Andromeda back in like 2019.
You restarted partially. You just didn't finish the restart this year, right?
No, I beat it. Beat it.
Oh, then yeah.
But I played the Mass Effect trilogy for the first time starting in December, and I beat it in January. And then I replayed Andromeda, but I had played Andromeda a few years back. Blake played the trilogy plus Andromeda for the first time over the last year.
I did it in 2 months.
Because they're short games for the most part. Aside, Andromeda's longer, but
Andromeda took me weeks. Mass Effect 1, because I screwed up, took me a few days. Mass Effect 2 took me about a week and a half. And Mass Effect 3 took me about a week and a half.
Like, I can't believe...
I'm going to redo it.
If I had played Mass Effect before you, and you had called me up and been like, I beat Mass Effect 1, I did kill Rex, I'd been like, that sucks, start over.
Yeah, I'm
Reload
going to
whatever
restart.
save is before that and do better. You can't go the rest of this series without having Rex just in the story. You can't.
Once the backlog has a hefty chunk taken off of it, I will go back and do it. I'm eventually even going to go back and replay Like a Dragon, because there's a lot of things that I put 55 hours in that game. There's a lot of things I missed. Like
I've been noticing that while playing Baldur's Gate 3 is there's a lot of like, next time I do this, I'm going to do this. Next time, a lot of like learning from my mistakes. I actually didn't realize Jaheira was going to be a full companion for the rest of the game. I kind of thought we were just getting her for a short period of time. Like she was going to help us with the quest and then leave. So when I was leveling her up, I was just kind of randomly clicking things to get through it because I was like, she doesn't matter. And now that she's in my party forever, I kind of regret a lot of the choices I made.
I never got her.
But what?
I never got her.
What'd you do with her?
She never showed up. I never found her. I didn't know she
She's
existed.
at the last light inn. You can't miss her. If you go to the last light inn,
no, I'm thinking the wrong person. Wait, no, am I thinking the right person? No, I do.
Not do Act 2 of the game. You can't miss Jaheira.
Hold on, who did I miss?
Minthara?
Gate. Yes, that sounds more right.
Because I also didn't get Minthara. In fact, my friend looked at me and was like, what do you think of Minthara? And I was like, don't know her.
Yep, it's Minthara. I did not get Minthara. And most people, apparently it's not uncommon to not get Minthara.
I just killed everyone in the Goblin camp. And they're like, oh, you killed her. And I was like, nobody told me to interact with her. I didn't know she was interactable. I just killed whoever showed up.
Yeah, so...
I think I even know what room she was in now that I was thinking through it. But yeah, I missed her. But crazy. I thought you were saying you missed Jaheira. And I was like, dude, If you went to the last light and you got her instantly, you couldn't have missed her unless you just skipped Act 2. And in which case, if you skipped everything at the last light in, I was about to be like, but did you play Baldur's Gate or did you just skip Act 2?
That being said, I hate Act 2. Act 2 sucks. And I will stand on that. I will die on that hill.
I didn't mind it.
Act 2 sucks mainly because of the Halson mission in the portal. I digress. Mass Effect.
Yeah, we have to talk about Mass Effect. I have too much to say about Mass Effect to be talking about Baldur's Gate 3 right now. That's just unfortunately a fact of I'm currently playing Baldur's Gate 3, so I want to talk about it. I just want to say, before we're going to talk about how we felt about the series as a whole. I played the original Mass Effect Andromeda. Absolutely loved that. That went in one of my all-time favorite games. Probably top 10 of all time.
I know,
and I put off playing because if you all know me, I'm a little mean when it comes to older games. I have a little bit of bias.
It's ugly.
It's a little rough. The characters look rough. It's a little rough, guys. So I put off playing it, mostly because nobody was forcing it down my throat. So finally I played it. This series is going in one of my top games of all time. It's probably going to be my game of the year at the end of the year. It's one of my favorite games I've ever played. I restarted the trilogy the moment I was done with it. I was like, well, there goes my backlog for the year because I'm just going to keep replaying Mass Effect over and over. Got my other friend to start playing it because I shoved it down her throat. Sat on her couch for several days in a row watching her play the trilogy. The whole time I'm watching her play the trilogy was like, I really need to replay the trilogy. And even now in my head, I'm like, is it just time to replay Mass Effect? My review is... It's incredible.
See, okay, so here's my history with Mass Effect. For me, Mass Effect has been really pushed on me probably since 2016. My friend Molly, who's a friend of the channel, has constantly been pushing on me since I've known her. My friend Hannah did the same thing. Constantly asking me to play it. And I have tried and started to play that game multiple times since 2017. The problem was, every time I tried to start it, I did it on stream. I tried to stream it every single time. And I would get partially through 1, can't continue. Partially through 2, can't continue. It's just not clicking. Partially because chat, I love you. You're a bunch of assholes. Not going to lie. You guys kind of suck sometimes. When it comes to Mass Effect, you guys kind of suck.
Don't be mean to our chat.
Not this chat. This chat hasn't told me I'm doing it wrong. My chat... at that time, those chatters aren't even in my streams anymore. Those chatters at that time sucked. They were
what were they doing?
Oh, just you made that decision. Everyone would judge every decision you made, and some people would defend and judge. It was unbearable. It was just not fun because I'm just trying to enjoy a game, man.
Yeah, I get that.
And I tried 2 more times on stream after that due to our friend G pushing me. And my friend Carrie, and I nicknamed him Fish. I call him Fish. Carrie and Fish, they're married, have been pushing me to do it. And eventually I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to do it off stream. Mass Effect 1, got through it too quickly, and I know where I screwed it up, and I'm like, okay, I finish it. I think I can get...
And I'm not saying this to shame you, but when I started my Mass Effect journey, I was like, Blake, how long did Mass Effect 1 take you, just out of curiosity? And he was like, 9 hours. And
11.
Like, okay,
you keep saying 9. It's 11.
Sorry, 11 hours. I got to
Too
this
short
11-hour, 9-hour mark, and I was a third of the way through the game. And I was like, I've done something wrong. Am I stupid? Am I just too slow? And should I be doing, what am I doing wrong?
I'm the stupid one.
He was the problem.
Yeah.
He did it too fast.
I did.
And he killed Rex in the process.
The problem was, and this is my only real fault towards Mass Effect, is that, and it might be partially my fault because I can't read, I never really understood the indicators of side quests in 1.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's bad. So I didn't know, I have side quests to do here. I didn't know. They fix it in 2 dramatically, where I have a list.
1 is awful for telling you where quests are, telling you where you need to go. There's no kind of indicator. I actually got lost the first time I went to the Citadel for a while because I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
It's Persona 5 looking for the damn train station all over again.
It seriously is. And I even looked on Reddit and people were like, sorry, the game's not going to hold your hand. Get good. And I was like, all right, man. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go and I don't have a mission log to tell me what my missions are. or where to go to do them, but sure, bud.
I'm so glad you didn't hear me laugh, and for the first time in like 10 years, I just snorted while laughing. It just came
I'm
out.
not laughing all the time. You don't do it?
Not when laughing. Usually, no.
Crazy.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah. So, I screwed up because I didn't know like where are my side quests. Is this a side quest? Is this just a suggestion? I was waiting, and then I get to the Rex part, realized what was happening, looked it up, and the only way to save was to do a side quest, and I couldn't. My most recent save was there. There was no going back. I was out. Nothing else I could do. Not
You'll
realizing
have
that
to
was
do
it.
the entire trilogy now.
Yes, and I eventually will. I know I will, and I know I'll love it. So one did not stick with me as well as it should have, and I didn't have like a negative. I'm like, okay, I understand where it's going here, especially because I really like one's final boss fight against Saren. It was awesome.
I loved Mass Effect 1. In fact, when I went into Mass Effect 2, everyone I talked to who had played the series before me was like, one's fine. Just get through 1 to get to 2. Just get through 1 to get to 2. You could even maybe skip 1. I got to 2 and I was like, I actually kind of missed 1. I loved the first game so much. I loved the Citadel layout of the first game. I loved your companions in the first game a lot. I loved the first game. I loved the first game so much. Also, you didn't have to have ammo in the first game. You had unlimited ammo, and I think that was the nicest thing they ever did.
Getting ammo was so easy in 2 and 3, though. So
It wasn't hard, but I liked not having to think about it.
Yeah, but then we jumped to Mass Effect 2, which is my favorite of the trilogy. Of all 4 of them, I'm not gonna lie, it was my favorite of all 4 of them.
I think that's like the majority take.
As the man who's normally the contrarian with things, well, both of us kind of are contrarians about things we like and dislike.
I'm gonna continue to be the contrarian.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a curse of mine. And like again, I feel like every time I say this, I'm like, I'm not like everybody else.
I'm not like the other girls.
I think genuinely it's just a curse that I'm bound to like the thing that everybody else is like. That's not very good. I will almost never like the thing the majority likes. My favorite Zelda is Skyward Sword. My favorite Assassin's Creed is Syndicate.
We're at the point with Skyward Sword, and I keep forgetting to tell you this. I've been seeing people online. We're at that point with Skyward Sword where people are like, yeah, it was pretty good.
Sorry to come back around.
Yeah. It's just like every old Pokemon game when it comes out like this sucked, and then a few years go down like, yeah, I missed that. It was pretty good.
It's still not really loved that much. I mean,
No.
I'm finding more and more people who are appreciating it, but that plague continued with me because I think if you were going to ask me which one was my favorite, I would probably tell you 3.
There's nothing wrong with that. Wait, over Andromeda?
Andromeda, I almost don't want to like rank in comparison because it's so different.
It is
like
a completely different game.
60-hour experience, and the gameplay style, like it's all very different in comparison. So like in terms of the original trilogy, it probably would go like 3, 1, 2.
I'm a 2-3-1. 2-3-1.
2 and 1 are very they're very on level for me. And when I say like those are my favorites, I mean 2 is still like a 9.5 if like we're ranking out of 10. 3 was just like a 9.9. And then I don't know, they were all just so good. I guess probably 2 was better in the end. The 2, I just hate the Citadel in 2.
The reason 2 grasped me more is because the Elusive Man storyline was way more gripping than the Saren storyline. For how that all worked out. Like there was something that just pulled me in with the Elusive Man, and then his turn in 3. I mean, he was also always evil, but you knew, but you didn't know why.
I think my problem was I lived with someone for 5 years who loved Mass Effect and replayed it on the regular. And so I saw a lot of Elusive Man content over the years. So he was not very elusive to me. Whereas, like, I don't remember ever really seeing Tia play 1. So, like, the Saren stuff was fairly, like, newish. I don't know. The Elusive Man was just a dude sometimes where I was like, shut up.
He's just a guy.
Man. But I did like the whole balancing. You want to stop the collectors, obviously, but also, like, you have to work with the wrong people to get that done.
Yes.
And I liked that kind of balance of what was the right choice, to not work with them and then let the collectors keep doing what they're doing, or to like work with the bad guys in order to save the good guys.
I think my only dislike about 2 is specifically what's his name?
Caden?
Jacob.
Jacob.
He's so Jacob is incredibly boring. He's a boring companion. We'll talk about that later. But that was like the one part I'm like, dude, I don't want to do your side quest.
Here's the thing. Jacob is boring, you're right. But I think inherently every male human is going to feel boring in a world of these cool aliens. Like, just the basic dude who's like, my dad left when I was a kid. You're like, that's nice. That girl over there is talking about how the robots, like, rose up on her planet and killed everyone, and now they live in a spaceship and they have no home, and she's trying to retake the planet. Like, your trauma's not that interesting here.
Correct.
I think the thing with 2 that I struggled to get into 2 a lot, because, like I said, I loved 1. But I think 2 was really hard for me. Obviously, because it starts with you dying, right? And then when you come back, none of your companions come back with you. The first one you find is Garrus. And then Tali eventually comes back. But, like, you find Rex. And I was like, Rex, thank God. And he was like, I gotta stay.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't even know, man. You get to 3, and Rex, like, is like, you're my best friend. I love you. You're my sister. Like, you always have a home with me. I loved Rex so much. He always shows up to save the day. But Rex is like, I gotta stay with the Krogan because I'm leading them now. Tali, at one point, the first time you find her, is like, I'm too busy. I have other stuff to do. Liara has other stuff she has to be doing. Caden, my boyfriend at the time, was like, you're stupid bee for joining up with servers. I hate you. Never look at me again. Ashley was dead. So really the only person I had was Garrus. And so I was like, it was really sad for me as somebody who really enjoyed all those characters to start 2 and all of them be like, we're too busy for you. Bye.
Ashley was alive for me in 2, and Ashley was more unbearable in 2 than she was in 1. And in Mass Effect 3, huh?
I heard she got better in 2.
She's better. Okay. She's unbearable because you're working with... She's understandably more unbearable because you're working with Cerberus. Let me rephrase.
Yeah.
Also, Ashley in 3 specifically looks like Sandra Bullock.
I've seen those. I don't agree with you, buddy. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. No, I take it back. It's not Sandra Bullock. She looks like that lady. Is it Agent Cody Banks? That.
Oh my gosh, you're pulling out an Agent Cody Banks reference?
Hold on, Agent. My wife would know. Agent Cody Banks, girl.
You know what? I take it back. I'm looking at it. I kind of see the Sandra Bullock.
She also does look like Veronica Miles from Agent Cody Banks. What is her? Who is she?
Nothing like the original Ashley.
I know, nothing like her. Who
also, I think I hated Ashley because she got a pink suit, and I didn't have a pink suit at the time, and that made me really angry.
Oh, I'm pulling it up now.
Who was she?
It's
to have that
Angie
suit?
Harmon. That's who from Agent Cody Banks. She kind of looked like Angie Harmon.
Oh, she does look. I think that's true. A little paler.
Yeah, a little pale. Yeah, more pasty white, but yeah, kind of like Angie Harmon. Allison would be having a great time. She heard me talk about Agent Cody Banks.
2, I think my biggest drawback from 2, too many companions. I got why we had the number of companions that we did because we were going to the suicide mission. We wanted all these options, but there were just so many of them. I felt like just trying to go around the ship and make sure I was talking to all of them regularly.
Plus
and was
the
getting all their
the DLC characters as well.
Yeah, I barely even spoke to them because there were just so many characters to speak to and keep up with, and that was a little overwhelming for me. So I think there was a combination of just having too many characters. The collector's thing was fine, and I missed my regular companions. That kind of made 2 kind of a drawback for me. But then we went into 3, and I loved 3. Absolutely adored 3.
And you got all your people back.
I got all my people back. I loved the cold open of just the Reapers are here. They're here and it's time. There are people dying everywhere. You have to quickly get off. You're instantly in like fight or flight. Like we have to. The time is now. Like we're in the war now. This exact minute. We have to go do this. We have to do this. Like people are dying every second you're wasting. I loved having the refugees on the Citadel where you could hear all their stories and try to help them and make sure people were getting to safety. It felt like everything you were doing was having a real impact because you were no longer building up to this war that everyone was kind of denying was existing. It was now the war is here. How can we save the most number of people? And I really enjoyed all of the quests. I liked the war asset system. I liked that it made sense that as you got allies, your chances of getting a better ending grew and grew and grew and grew.
Yes.
Especially, I also liked the culmination of all your choices. Mass Effect is so special in the sense that like there's 3 different games that all carry your choices over. And so I liked finally that we were seeing the fruit of those choices in Mass Effect 3, for better or for worse.
And not even just that, like your choices had weight in the Renegade versus Paragon system.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal. At least they took away in Andromeda. Yeah, but you could be a good shepherd or you could be bad shepherd. Naughty shepherd.
Also, the DLCs in 3 were phenomenal. I loved.
God. The house party.
I was mixed on the Omega DLC, mostly because I had to do it twice because I started over at one point. But the Omega DLC was pretty fun. And then there's the Leviathan DLC where you have to like investigate a murder, which leads you to end up going to this planet to the bottom of the ocean, which was pretty cool. And then, of course, there's the Citadel DLC right before the end of the game where all of your companions from all the entire series all come together and you have this fun party. It's this big fan service DLC that was so wholesome. I got Rex swinging down on a helicopter, smashing helicopters. He has this one line. There's a moment where Shepard, everyone climbs this ladder and all your companions are standing on top of the ladder and Shepard is the last one up and somebody goes to shoot Shepard and just from above you, all of your companions start raining like 8 million bullets into this one guy and then everyone finally stops shooting and Rex says something along the lines of, see, this is why I like hanging out with you guys. Why shoot something one time when you could shoot it 30 times? I love that dude. So I loved the DLCs in 3. I loved the quests. I loved the vibes, the friendships. It was pretty much the culmination of all the work that you put in. And I know people disliked it for the ending. I got the special good ending that they patched in later where your shepherd does breathe. So I was pretty happy with it.
I did not, because Rex was dead.
Yeah, buddy, you killed Rex.
I killed Rex in 1, so that ending was impossible. To be fair, though, he was the only one who died. To be fair, I realized something.
Well, he died, but that wasn't your fault.
I realized something. I got for 2. I got the trophy where everybody survives the suicide mission, right? But if there's a way, and that's only including your companions. There is a way to also save the people from the Normandy into from there. Yeah. You can't.
You have to not dick around. You have to go right away. If you do quests after you get the notice, if you just leave them there and you're like, I'll go do some other quests, they're gonna die.
But here's the problem: you can't do Legion's side quest.
You have to do Legion's quest the moment you get him.
Yes, which is right before the final mission. It's either do Legion side quest and then do the suicide mission, or do the suicide mission and no Legion side quest. I did Legion's side quest.
I had to be fair, the only reason I did this successfully was because I had looked things up beforehand and knew this going in. So I knew that the moment you got Legion, you had to immediately do his quest. And then from there, you would trigger the countdown. And then you immediately had to go to the place to save your entire crew.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. I did, all I had to do was Legion's quest. I did Legion's side quest, and everybody from the Normandy, except for the doctor, died. And one other person.
Well, you should have enough time. You must have done something, because you should have enough time once you get Legion. If you get Legion, do Legion's quest, and then go there, you have enough time. But if you did something else after you got Legion or something, then you wouldn't.
I don't think I did.
You have enough time for that one quest. I think. Or
Damn
it
it.
triggers right after that quest.
I wanted to save my secretary from 2. Instead, I got a new secretary at 3.
Oh, wait.
And
Did
she was
you get a
fine.
new doctor as well?
No, Dr.
Chakra?
Chakra. Yeah, she's the only one who survived. She survived.
Okay, so you must
Her
have
and,
done
like, 2
one
other
more.
people.
I think there's like a 3-part thing. I think it's either all of them are alive, Dr. Chakwas is the only one who's alive, or they're all dead.
Yeah, Dr. Shock was alive.
So you must have like done one thing and then gone instead of going right away. And so you got that middle.
I went to the Citadel to get items or something. Maybe.
I don't know what really counts as it. I just knew I had looked it up and it was like, here's the very specific order you have to do things.
Yeah.
So the moment they were taken, I went right for him.
Look, Dr. Shock was being alive was the only thing that was. I mean, I missed the flirtatious assistant, but it's okay.
Well, you can flirt with Trainer in 3. You can romance her.
Yeah, but she's not as fun.
That's fair. What was I going to say? Oh, Dr. Shock while we're talking about her, always gets bonus points for me because she and Garrus are the only 2 people from the Normandy who every single game are like, you're here? Thank goodness. Where's the door to the Normandy? Where'd you park the Normandy?
Yeah.
I have to get on the ship right now. I hate being where I'm at. I have to get on the ship. All my other companions at one point or another were like, I have something else to do. Garrus never had anything else going on. Dr. Shock was never had anything else going on.
Garrus in 2, he had to get out of Omega first. He had to survive Omega.
Yeah, but once you find him in Omega and he knows you're alive, he's like, all right, let's kill these people and go. He's not like, I have to take care of business first. Please come back at the end. I'll see you in 3.
Anywho, we're going to actually, speaking of characters, are going to do a tier list of Mass Effect 1 through Andromeda. Yes. I had to make this, and it's now published on Tier Maker, so you could do it yourself if you want to.
I insisted that Blake and I do 2 separate ones because I think he and I are going to have very different opinions on a lot of characters.
Yep. So I have both of our tier lists. It is ranked S for Spectre all the way down to F for Reaper. Everything else is A, B, C, D, and then you have Spectre as the best and Reaper as the worst. Okay, starting with Zaid.
D.
Wait, say again?
D.
Honestly, I'm also putting him in D. He's not as bad to be a Reaper, but he's not fun. I don't like him. He's annoying.
There's nothing about that I like.
Nope. Okay. By the way, the one under me is my tier list. The one under Emily is Emily's tier list. Pretty easy concept to understand. But just in case some of you are dumb, there we go.
It happens. We all are dumb sometimes.
Captain Anderson.
It's going to be A for Anderson.
It's Spectre. He's the best, dude. He's the best. I love Anderson so much.
Love Anderson, but like he's not like cream of the crop. You know, like he's a really good dude and I like him and I was really sad at the end, but
that man would take every bullet for you.
He wouldn't be like, he would, but he wouldn't be like in my top 5 to save. Like if you were like, you only have 5 people to save from the Mass Effect series, like he wouldn't make the list.
Oh, he would. He would always make the list. Ashley Williams.
D.
D for Ashley. I put Ashley in C.
D for racist.
She does get better on the racist front, which is why I'll put her in C because she.
I guess maybe I could bump her to a C for being willing to die. Actually, bump her to a C. She sacrificed herself, and I guess I'll give her that. She really did choose to die in the end.
You know what? I'm going to jump to Caden because, you know what? Same argument. He was willing to die for me, so I will give him the same treatment. I will put him in C for me.
God, such mixed feelings on Caden.
This photo makes him look like Seth MacFarlane.
Put him in B.
I'm judging you so hard. He's so boring.
I romanced him. Well, B for boring. I romanced him in 1, and I actually really liked him in 1. I liked his plot about, like, they didn't delve into it too much in the rest of the series, but I actually think it was really interesting the way he was, like, sent off to this camp, essentially, because he was a human who had biotics, and that was so weird. And so basically he got sent to this camp, and they put this implant in his head that was old and outdated and doesn't work and gives him like chronic migraines and pain. And like we kind of gloss over it a lot of the time, but I thought that was really interesting, especially like when he would open up about it and talk about that story. I thought it was really cool. I also romanced him in that game, so I really liked him. 2, he was super mean to me in 2, and he really hurt my feelings. I was like, you know, he's got a point. I probably shouldn't be working for them. And then in 3, he accused me of cheating on him, but he also saved my life, so he's beat.
To be fair, Ashley did accuse me of cheating on her in 3 as well, because I romanced her on accident in 1. So.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, I was dead for 2 years, and then I came back, and you were a big bully to me, and then you ran off and never spoke to me again. And now you think we've been dating this whole time? Yep. I was also in jail for 6 months at one point. You think we were dating?
Mm-hmm. Next, I think Emily and I are going to agree on this, at least be close. Cora. I'm just going to outright say she's Reaper tier. She's the bottom.
Really?
She sucks. There is not a single redeemable quality about her.
Like, I, on my first playthrough, really didn't like her. I've been trying to be more nuanced about her. Like, she really struggles with the sense that, like, she doesn't have anywhere to belong. Like, she's a human with biotics, so they push her toward the Asari, and then she shows up at the Asari, and they're like, we don't really want you here, and her mentor is like, go do the, like, initiative. Like, you're not a good fit here, go to the initiative. So she goes to the initiative to work under Alec Ryder, who becomes her new mentor, and then even he is like, nepotism. I pick my kid, not you, even though she was trained for it. She just, like, she doesn't have anywhere to belong. And once, like, she gets over that, she does become a really loyal second. She's just annoying as shit.
She sucks, dude. She sucks.
She also is, like, such an Asari fangirl that sometimes it does drive me nuts. I will put her in C for Cora.
Okay.
I thought we were
closer.
She's a bad person, and I don't think she's a bad companion. I think she is a very mixed companion. I think she has a lot of really annoying traits, and also I think they should have made her a lesbian and they made her a straight girl, and I think that's weird. I think it's weird, and not to be like stereotypical, but they gave her that haircut and then they made her a straight girl, and I think
straight
that's
white
weird.
woman Emily Jean 33 says who and who should not be a lesbian.
Do you want me to call my friends?
Call Tia.
Call Tia. What do you think about this?
she'll probably agree.
Call Classy. I'm gonna call my friend group and be like, what do you think about Cora's haircut and her sexuality?
Next up we have Jacob. I'll let you go first this time.
I have such mixed feelings on Jacob. I would put him as B for boring, but I am actually so personally offended that if you romance Jacob in 3, he still does get with that woman and have a kid and just never tells you, like, never breaks up with you. And I didn't romance him, but I thought that was cold. He's gonna be a C. B. He's not Ashley or Cora. He's better than them. He's just boring. B for boring.
I put him in C for boring because I'm harsher on how boring he is.
Well, that just doesn't have a good alliteration, does it? I
guess it doesn't. I'm sorry. I have nobody in A or B yet, but you have nobody in S or F yet.
Well, I'm about to have someone in S. Just go ahead and plop that buddy down where he belongs.
Yeah, I know. Garrus is going to S. He's going to my A. So I love Garrus. I love the fact, though. Yeah, I love that you romanced him. I love that in 3, if you don't romance him or Tally, that they just hook up. And they're so nonchalant about it. They're like, yo, get out of here. We're having a moment.
That's my boyfriend. I love him so much. That's my ride or die. The only character who showed up in all 3 games without hesitation. He's so cute. I love that little dork. I love that he's always calibrating something. I love that you two are in a competition to see who's the better shooter constantly. I love that in the Citadel DLC, if you romance him, he gets drunk and he and Zaid start like trying to like booby trap your apartment in case somebody breaks in. And they're like, at one point they're like, if anybody tries to get in your hot tub, we've rigged it to like set off explosives or like electrocute whoever gets in there. And you're like, but what if I want to get in the bath? And they're like, I guess we should probably undo it, huh? I love that man. I love Garrus. Perfect boy.
Next one, Rex, that I'm gonna put in B because I don't know enough about him, but I feel bad I got him killed. Is that Grunt?
That's Grunt.
Oh, sorry, I got him backwards. You're right, Rex. B for me because I accidentally got him
That's not his
killed.
fault.
I know, and that's why I didn't put him lower because I don't know enough.
Put him right up in that S tier for me. That's my brother. That's my boyfriend and my bestie, and they came on every quest with me. That was possible.
Now Grunt.
Grunt is my that's my tube son. I'm gonna put him in A. That's my child.
I'm also putting Grunt in B because he's a little too hard-headed sometimes. He's a little too much of a little shit.
Puberty. He's just going through puberty. My tank son.
Dude, he didn't even hit puberty. He was born fully just ready to go.
His fault. Didn't you like the part in the Citadel DLC where he calls you to come get him from the cops?
No, I love him. He's great. He's also a little shit. And I recognize he's a little shit.
That's my tank son.
Joker.
Oh, S tier.
Okay, we're on the same page. Yeah, like that.
No, sorry. Knock him down to A tier for me. I would have put him in S tier, except the creepy way he lusts after Edie, robot body, doesn't do it for me.
Look, man, he doesn't have any functioning legs, and Edie was there for him. Like,
sorry. As I was watching my friend Karen play this, it was made a joke where he was go, his bones are too brittle.
Look, he was born.
His bones are too small. They're too brittle. He can't stand.
It's the SpongeBob quote. It's I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my arms, and every night I break my legs.
Okay, put him back as S tier. I do love him so much. I also love when you do the Citadel DLC, and like at the very start of it, where you're in the restaurant with him, and you're like, Joker, quick, go out that way, and you're using him as like a diversion. He's like, oh, did you all see that? The great Commander Shepard's using a guy with a disability as a distraction. Commander Shepard's a coward. Shooting a guy with brittle legs.
That is
Joker.
Of course, the handiwork of Seth Green too, of Robot Chicken, Family Guy. Also Austin Powers fame. He's also the son of Austin Powers.
And isn't he in Scooby-Doo?
I don't think so.
No.
He might be. No. Anywho, I already know this one for you. S tier Jawl. I know.
That's my baby.
Em, I love you. Don't hate me. He's going in B. I know. B is, you treat B like it's terrible, like it's an awful place to be. C is the mid tier. B is above average.
B is for boring. C is for crimes. Okay, A is for awesome. B is for boring. C is for crimes. D is for dick.
C is average. B is above average. He's above average.
I put a racist in C, so anybody who goes in C has to be on par with a big racist.
We put her in C because she got better and learned from her mistakes, which most racists
I didn't put her in that for that reason. I never saw her get better. I guess I did put her in C because she did kill herself. But Jaw, my baby boy, I love Jaw. I love that the Angara are so free with their emotions, but if you talk to them about sickness, they're like, that's private. Why do you want to know how I'm feeling today? That's weird that you asked. I love just how open and sensitive he is. I love how much he loves his family.
He's a good boy.
Also, he makes everyone homemade gifts.
He does.
He's like, I want to be part of the team. I'm going to make everyone gifts. I love them all so much. He's just such a good boy. He loves his friends.
The next one is the Prothean, whose name I forgot.
Javik.
That's it. That is correct.
Put that man in B tier for me. This is not B for boring because I don't think he's boring. I think that man is funny. I like the way he looks at Asari, and he's like, "Oh, you finally learned how to read. Good for you."
Putting him in high B for both of us.
Yeah, high B. I like the way he looks at the Solarians, and they're like, "Last time I was here, you were an insect and you were eating flies." So I think it's weird that you have an opinion on this. I think he's so funny and mean. I love that little freak, but he is only in a very short portion of the third game, so...
He's also technically a DLC character.
Yeah, he's just like, he's a little bit of... He's B for bonus. This is what Javik is. B for bonus. I love that little weirdo.
Allison says I'm not allowed to say this word, but I'm going to do it this way. It's giving see you next Tuesday, but in the good way, the positive way.
Yeah, he's so funny. I just love how mean he is. None of the other characters are mean this
You know
way.
what?
And I just like that, like, Liara opens her mouth and he's like, oh, you learned how to read? Finally, it took you long
Yeah.
enough.
I, I,
Really
I,
like
t-
the open oh, go ahead.
as the straight white man, I'm now gonna say this. He would be the perfect mean gay man. The
Yeah,
bitchy gay man. That
he would be. I love this dude. I also liked what like the purpose he served for Liara's storyline with her kind of putting the Protheans on this pedestal of the ones who came before and like these perfect characters. And he comes back and she realizes they're not perfect. And she has this moment with him where she says, why don't you have all the answers? You were supposed to have all the answers. And he says to her, you were supposed to have all the answers. We gave you all of our knowledge and our technology in 50,000 years for you to solve this problem. I thought when I'd wake up, you'd have the answers. And instead, you're telling me you don't know anything? I really like that conversation. So
Yeah.
I give Javik a lot of points. I think he's a cool dude.
he's good, dude. This one is where we're gonna widely disagree. Kasumi.
Probably. She's a. I'll stick with my gun. She's a B for boring.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put her much lower. She's A.
There's nothing wrong with Kasumi. She's just not super interesting to me. She's fun when you do her quests, but like nothing about her really stands out.
I love Kasumi. Kasumi's a great character.
The fact that you put her on the same tier as Garrus, the fact that those two characters are next to each other.
Yeah, because I like them equally.
Okay,
Vetra.
B for boring. Sorry, Tia. Sorry.
C for me. Very mid.
She's a good lady, and
Nothing
she's a
wrong
good
with her.
friend. She just doesn't inspire me.
Yeah, she's just fine. Legion.
A.
S for me. I love that little freak so
I love
much.
Legion. He's such a good boy. And then he dies.
Dude, his death was. I looked up. I'm like, can I prevent his death? Can I prevent this? No, you cannot.
But you won't get a nice ending.
You can't prevent his death. I don't think.
You can, but you won't
Oh,
reunite
Right.
the
Yeah. Yes.
Quarians in the.
Yeah. It is the
Yeah.
bad choice. It is a bad choice to make. It is. Yeah. I hate it. But I love that little freak so
She's
much.
such a good dude. Commander Shepard. What do you call you? Commander Shepard. Leader. Shepard leader. Something like that.
He loves you. He fucking loves you.
Shepherd Commander. I don't know.
Shepherd
Something
Commander.
like that.
Shepherd Commander. Shepherd Commander.
I love that dude.
I forgot the next guy's name from Andromeda as well. Liam. Why do you say it so aggressively?
He goes to C for crimes.
You don't
Crimes
like
against
him.
the crown.
All right, C for crimes. I'm putting him in C because he's just mid.
He is like, so I traded all of our intelligence. Like, he pisses me off because he shows up in a new galaxy and is like, day one, we're not best friends with everyone. Why is everyone suspicious of us? And it's like, dude, we showed up to a new galaxy and they're trying to, like, people are trying to conquer them already. Of course they're suspicious. Like, we have to give them time and, like, prove our intent and build a partnership. And he's like, that's so mean that everyone doesn't want to be my best friend instantly. So I'm going to, like, start using backdoor tactics to try to make partnerships and put everyone in danger. Pisses me off. And then his, like, final quest is like, turns out I just had to get everybody together for a game of soccer. I hate this dude.
He's just boring for me. He tries so hard to be your friend, and it's like, unfortunately, it ties too much into a person we know who I will not name, and that's why it just does not sit right with me. Anywho, Liara. Liara's easy S for me. I love the
She's an
little
S
blue.
for me, too.
Okay, I'm shocked. I thought you were gonna put her in A.
She would be, I was debating. She's a high A or low S for me. Honestly, the thing that puts her in S for me is she just loves you so much. Even though I didn't romance her, she is the one who finds your body in 2. She's the one who has them bring you back to life. She just loves you so much.
She's such a good little dude. I love her.
She's
is. Wonderful.
I like her.
Easiest romance option for me. I tried 2 and 1, but I messed up and got Ashley. Because 1, you have to be so specific with what you do. 2 and 3 are a lot more lenient on who you romance and how you romance. 1, it's like, you did these specific things. All right, here's the romance cutscene. Who did you get? And yeah. Anywho,
That's not how I felt with that one. But like, you're not alone in that. Karen accidentally romanced Kaden, and Tia accidentally romanced Liara. But like, I talked to Liara at one point. She was like, "I'm really interested in you," and I was like, "Oh, I don't feel that way." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
that's the thing.
And then I talked to Kaden, and I just started.
I kept giving Ashley all the bad answers if I know I'm not interested, but I kept giving Liara all the good answers, and I still romanced Ashley. I'm like, I don't understand how.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. But I do like Liara a lot. I didn't romance her, but she was a great best friend.
Edie.
D.
D? Oh
D.
no. Edie's easy A. Oh my god. Edie's an A tier.
Her existence exhausts me. I didn't mind her when she was an AI, but when she's like, look at my sleek, hot body, and like everyone's obsessing, like, have you seen Edie? Did you see Edie? Look at, she's so hot. Joker's gonna die when he sees Edie. And Joker being like, Edie has to stay somewhere where I can see her to boost my morale. She was literally just existed to be like a sexy caricature for everybody to lust after, and it ruined her character for me.
Here's the thing. Here's the way I'm seeing it. All right. As an AI, she's great. As this character, she gives Joker a person. She is somebody for Joker who has nobody. She is there for Joker.
She gives him, but like, to like a character because they exist for somebody else to lust over is.
Listen. I think that's a little too like broad of an explanation. I mean, I think the sex appeal thing was very much a very thing for the time.
The only reason they put her in a body was so Joker could be attracted to her.
Yeah, but I also love her as a character. Besides that, even though if it was for
and her dialogue existed to be a sexual object.
But she's also trying to be human. Now, granted, I need to make this abundantly clear from last podcast. I'm going to bring it over to this podcast. If you're in love with an AI, you fucking deserve to be bullied. This is a separate situation. This is before we knew everything.
Also, like, it's a different kind of AI. I mean, like, our AI is very, like, rudimentary AI, obviously. Like, we're against it. But the AI in these games are so much more evolved. I mean, look at Legion. He's technically an AI, too.
Oh, these are
sentient
literal beings. Real AIs, not machine learning that we call AIs that we have now.
Yeah, these are like actual sentient beings who are capable of making their own decisions and like process. But like, correct. I like Edie's reflection of trying to figure out who she is. But like the moment they start playing the sexy music and have her walk out with the big titties, big butt, I was like, ah.
It was very much of the time of 2010, 2011.
They never put clothes on her because she's a robot, so they don't have to. And everyone just constantly talks about, did you see Edie? Like, Joker? And then Joker's like, she can't leave my sight because I have to be able to love her.
To be fair, this next character, I think I have the same type of sentiment as you're having about Edie right now. Jack, great. I'm putting in D tier.
Go for it for me, too.
Yeah, Jack, I feel like in 2 was created because she was the edgy, I'm not like the other girls girl. I have this deep, dark past. And I'm glad she's getting through it, but it was so much. It was too much, man. I
also really struggled with, I understand she went through this horrible, terrible thing, but she talked about like, oh, the other kids hated me because I was such a victim all day. And then when you find out that the other kids hated her because they were the first, like everything that they did to her, they were doing to those kids first, and most of them were dying from it because they couldn't handle it. And when she found that out, she was like, no, that's not right. I was the victim. And they're like, actually, no, these kids were also the victims too. And she's like, no, I can be the only victim of this situation. I was like, okay, I actually can't with you, girly.
I can never remember the reference, but it's giving off that clip of no one could really understand my deep dark trauma, and they're like, hey, you want to go play ball with us? They all hated me, or whatever it is.
Yeah, the Meet the Robinsons, where he's like, they all hated, hey Goob, you want to go play baseball? They all
hated me. Yeah, that was it.
There's also a line that me and my friends, it was a meme from this character, his name was Adam, and his whole thing was how different and unknowable he was, where he's like, I'm so unknowable, and they're like, please Adam, we just want to know what you want for Christmas, and he's like, unknowable.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Next up, Miranda.
A tier.
Okay, valid. S tier. Okay. S tier for me.
Miranda.
Miranda is very interesting.
But I really loved her.
I think her backstory was one of the most interesting ones.
Yeah.
It was a very good backstory, very traumatic father-daughter like dynamic and all this.
I will say, by by like a good chunk of the way through 3, I was kind of sick of hearing about her sister. I was like, I get it. You have a sister that you love. I don't need to hear about her anymore.
I think she should have been a companion in 3. Like, she needed to be a companion in 3, and she was not. And that, I think that was a miss, Mark.
She wasn't. She had her own thing going on. Like, she was trying to save herself. I like that all the companions came back in 3, but, like, they all had their own agendas to a certain extent and couldn't join up with you, but they always, like, helped in your missions in certain ways while you also supported them through what they were going through.
Yeah.
It's a good middle ground. You got a lot of quests with her and stuff, and I liked that.
Morden.
S.
Yep, that's the only correct answer. Morden learned.
It could be me. Somebody else might have gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
Would like to see seashells.
Oh my god, if only our current political climate was that way. Oh my god.
I love Morden. I love that little...
Talking about, like, the best character development in the whole series by a long shot.
Oh, you can keep this and you'll get it on your second playthrough, but Morden and Eve say they're going to name their child... Or, sorry, not Morden. Rex and Eve say they're going to name their child after Morden.
Oh. I need to replay it now. But I have too much I have to do. The Elusive Man... B?
He's not because I like him, but because I think he's a very well-written and interesting character.
I'm putting him in A because I think he's a very interesting villain.
Yes.
He is...
In this instance, B doesn't stand for boring.
Yeah. I think he's one of the better written villains in all of video games. He's still not my favorite villain. But
yeah. I think he's very interesting. I wouldn't put him up on the same level as the A and the S here, but I think he's good.
I think I'm going to put him high B. I think you're right because I love these 3 more than I love
him.
Now my favorite villain will always be Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2, and that's not even close. Mm-hmm. Best written villain of all time. PB. D. I know. I'm putting A. D. I'm putting A. I love PB.
So fucking obnoxious. Her whole like, I'm not really part of the crew. I'm going to leave whenever I want. I'm going to leave. I live in an escape pod, so I can leave at any time. I'm afraid of commitment and forming friendships. And then also there's times where you're standing around the table and person A is like, okay, well, all the people on this planet are dying. We have to go help them. And then Jal is like, but my people are dying over here. Who should we help first? And then PB's like, but what about my technology? We got to go get my pieces. I got to build my robot. And you're like, PB, not the time. People are dying. People are dying, PB.
One, voiced by the same voice actor as Futaba, so that was bonus points for me. But that's not the only reason. I realized it when I was playing. I'm like, that's Futaba. I know Futaba anywhere. I know that voice anywhere. But I don't know. PB was just more interesting to me than everybody else.
Her flightiness, man, it killed me. I find like her quirky flightiness. It's just not a character trait I find endearing.
I like quirky. I like weird.
No,
I don't know.
Like a forced quirky.
That's generally
it felt forced quirky, I guess you could say.
I think her name was Samara. I can't remember. The other
Samara, yeah.
You first.
I'm B for boring.
I'm putting her in C.
Yeah, B or C.
She felt like a character who did not need. She wasn't even DLC. She was main character, like main story character, and she felt like, okay, we're going over the line here. Why are we adding this?
I used her once in the final quest when you have to have somebody a biotic who can hold up the shield for you. I think that's the only time I used her.
She exists as a person. Yeah. So
C for boring.
C for mid. James.
Throw that boy in A tier, buddy.
I'm putting James in B tier because he's super loyal to you, but he also wasn't super interesting.
Oh, I love that boy. He calls me Lola. You can catch him in the refugee area doing strip poker at any given time. He's constantly trying to one-up Garrus and the other guys about who's stronger. In the Citadel DLC, he's having a conversation with biotics versus brute strength, which I think is really funny. And he has this line. Hey, I like him because he's voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, it's also true.
There's a line at the beginning of 3 when you go to Garrus's home, like, moon, because you're, like, trying to recruit them. And they say something about New York, and he's like, "Oh man, Brooklyn's under attack," and he says in like the most New Yorker accent, and I was like, "That's so funny, dude. I love this little like basic New Yorker white boy."
Oh man, he was just fine to me. I thought he was a little too meatheady for me, but he would
Yeah,
die
that's
for
fair.
you. He
Who's
called
this
me
next
loco.
person?
That is Tali.
Oh wow, I can't even tell.
Yeah, that's Tali. She's kind of off to the side. The way this cropped it isn't great. But
Oh,
that's
I see
Tali.
it now. I see it now.
Tali is S tier. I love Tali.
Yeah, Holly S tier.
I would have romanced her in all 3 games if I could have, but you can't romance her in 1. You can in 2 and 3. She's also no. You said only Dr. Char was in Garrus.
No, she looks at you in 2, and she says, "I'm busy." She comes back later.
Yeah, but then you help her with her busyness, and she's like, "All right, well, my planet thing is solved now. Let's go."
You have to help her twice. The first time you meet her, she's like, "Thanks for the help," and then leaves. And then you like don't have her for a good chunk of time, and then you have to find her again later.
She also is like
I'm just saying, I'm not saying she's not a companion in all 3 games. I'm saying Garrus and Dr. Chakwas are the only people who look at you and without hesitation get on the ship every dang time.
Yeah.
They never have anything else going on.
I understand why Tali didn't though. Like her mission.
It's not understandable. I'm not saying everybody had very important things to do. Like Rex had to keep their Krogan together. That was very important. I'm just saying those are the only 2 who looked at me and were like, "I'm so happy you're back. Where's the ship? I'm gonna kill myself if I'm not on that ship in the next 5 minutes."
Also,
like Dr. Chakwas in 3, you run into her at the med center because she's like, "I heard somebody from the Normandy was injured, and I came to see if I could help, and also I brought my packed suitcases." And you're like, "Oh, do you want to go back on the Normandy?" And she's like, "Oh, thank God."
That's
and like,
all I adore.
I love that level of like loyalty and commitment.
Tali's probably tied with Liara, where with characters in love with Shepard immediately, just like
Yeah, she does love Shepard.
Yeah, and she's not good at she's worse at hiding it than Liara is.
Really? I think Liara is way more in love with Shepard. Liara literally is the reason you are alive, is because Liara goes out and finds your body and pays Cerberus to bring you back. And then even in the 1 game she's not a companion, you have DLC with her and she continues to come back, and you can even kiss her in that one. So you could technically romance her in all 3. And when you like say her goodbye in 3 before the war, she astral projects you to another plane of reality for you 2 to be alone in.
Yeah. I'm just talking in the awkward conversation with
yeah, Tali is a clumsy flirt. Clumsy
flirt. Flirt. We're running over. We got to speed run the last of these. Zane.
Thane.
Thane. Why did I say Zane? Thane. And Thane is easy A tier. Yeah, okay, we agree.
Love that little freak. Love that you could be having a conversation with him at any moment and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I really do like this coffee. It tastes really good. The sun is setting. The sky is coming over the horizon. My son is walking 3 feet in front of me." I'm like,
yeah, that man loves his son more than anybody else.
Yeah,
that man dude adores his son. He would die for his son. He does die for his son. Kind of. Oh no, he dies from his disease. But he would die for his son. Drac. I hated until I read his emails, and I'm like, nope, that's my boy.
Man, that's my old grandpa who don't know how to work technology.
I'm putting him in A tier. I love that man.
I love you so much. He's like, "That's my child. I love her."
Drac will email you and say, "I found this thing today. I don't know what it does." It is like the most basic thing.
He's like, "Sorry to hear about your dad. I attached 42 photos of guns for you to look at to hopefully make you feel better. Many are watermarked or repeats." And I'm like, I love this dude.
He's the grandpa we all want. He's such a good man. Dr. Chakwas.
A tier. She would probably be B for boring. She doesn't do too much, but her commitment, man, her loyalty gets her up to A tier.
Not even just that, but she's like, "Yo, we got nothing going on. You want a drink of this incredibly expensive bottle that I've been saving forever?" And like,
I told her no.
Oh, I drank it with her. I was like, "We're doing this."
I was like, "Save it. I'm gonna save the world. You save that for the day you were intending to use it, because we're gonna make it there, babe."
And then you did.
We did. Who's the
Uh,
next person?
Sarah? Wait, what is his name? I said it earlier. The
Saren?
villain, yeah, Saren. I almost said Sauron. That is Lord of the Rings. Saren.
Oh, I guess I see it. B.
I'm gonna put. Oh, that's mine. I'm gonna put Saren in C. He's not as interesting as the elusive man.
Boss fight.
I did love his boss fight, but
I talked him out of one of them.
I did not talk him out of one of them. I had to fight him both times. Which is
Callow.
Callow is D tier. I don't love Callow. Callow's just annoying for no reason.
Callow.
I'm sorry.
He's high B tier for me, but not B
B
for boring.
B for belligerently annoying. For boy? The doctor from Andromeda.
Natalie Dormer.
She's alright. She kind of nags at me, so I'll put her in B.
I'll put her in B also, and I'm still here for her and Drac to get together. I'm rooting for them.
Next is
Reyes.
Reyes. A
tier.
I low-key love him as a villain as well. He's a really good villain.
I liked the political game that he played. I thought it was really fun. Obviously, he does want to be your friend and your ally, but he is also using you at the same time.
Yep, I put him in B next to the elusive man because he's up there. He was well written.
Yeah.
And then Lexi.
Suvi.
Oh, sorry, Suvi. Lexi was the doctor. Man, I need to replay these games. Suvi, for me, is who I should have romanced. S tier.
I put her in B tier.
For boring?
I really liked her. Yeah, B for rock liquor.
Rock liquor?
She licks the rocks, and then she gets sick.
I'm gonna put her in A. I'm actually gonna move her down to A. I think A is more appropriate.
I liked her conversation. I think she's one of the only characters, one of the very few characters, I think, next to like Thane and maybe Liara, who like talks about religion and science like coexisting together, and I thought that was really fun. I also do like that she licks the rocks. But I also don't like looking at her because I hate her haircut.
Emily has nobody in Reaper tier. She loved everybody.
Put a lot of the characters I would put in like if you had like Counselor Udina, the like human who betrays you,
sucks.
He'd be in Reaper tier. If you put the Reapers on here, they'd be in Reaper tier.
At least they're interesting.
These are all like the main companions of the game, and then the villains. Like there wasn't any like negative characters.
I didn't have a lot of time to put this together, and all the other lists sucked. So
no, I think this is a great list. I think you did a great job. This is exactly what I wanted. I just wanted to do the companions. I just don't feel so negatively toward any of like your major companions or friends that I would be like your Reaper. There are certainly characters in the series where I would think about doing it, but also I want to give an honorable mention to put Inspector, which is don't even know his name, but in Mass Effect 2, you can find a Krogan reading or shouting poetry at an Asari. And when you talk to the Asari, she's like, "Oh, that's my ex-boyfriend. I broke up with him because I don't know if I want to commit. I just don't know how good a Krogan, how good of a dad a Krogan would be. Like, maybe he'd be really upset that he doesn't look like him." And I was like, no, you two will work it out. And so she goes back to her Krogan boyfriend who's like shouting poetry and telling her how pretty she is and like how she's like a flower. And then later you can find them on Tachanka, and they got married, and he's moving her to his homeworld, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna build a family here." And then you can find her in 3, and she's working at the Citadel, and she's like, "My husband's out there fighting for us. I love him, and I'm so proud of him. He sends me poetry all the time." And then you can find his body, and you can find the last like poem that he wrote to his wife on it, and bring it back to her. And I just want to give that Krogan man a shout out because I loved him.
Are you crying?
S tier man. He shouted poetry at his wife constantly, and I thought he was so funny. But he's one of the bodies that you can find when you do Grunt's quest in 3.
Well, I'm gonna post these to my Discord.
Yes.
And label whose they are. And I'm also gonna tag my friend Molly, who is going to judge me profusely, and probably You put Garrus in S. She'll love you for just putting Garrus in S tier. So.
Yeah, that's my husband. So, where was I supposed to put him? Both of my husbands, my two husbands, my best friend, my brother, my grandpappy.
Yeah, you're the only out of the two of us. You're the only one who put Andromeda characters in S tier. I put 0 Andromeda characters in S.
Up of you.
I put some in A.
Jal and Drag.
No.
Are my S tier babies.
Oh yeah, those are your S tier. My A tier were PB, I know, Drac, and Subi.
Did you put Jal B?
No, I put. Oh no, I did put Jal in B. I did. Yeah, Jal's in B.
Hater.
I know. Jal's just fine.
My
Jal's
boyfriend.
fine.
Dare you talk about him like that?
He's
B for
fine.
boyfriend.
B for boyfriend. B for.
He's your boyfriend now. You put him in B tier.
He's
S
fine.
tier's for husbands. B tier's for boyfriend.
Is D tier for dicks?
Yeah.
C tier is for
Annoying people.
crimes. You said.
Male acquaintances. And then A tier is for fiance. B is for boyfriend. A tier is for fiance. S tier for husband.
Oh, B is for boyfriend. Yet you kept saying B is for boring.
It depends. You know, the B is flexible. For some people, it's boring. For some people, it's boyfriend. Some people, it's boy. There was another one that it was for. I don't have it anymore. But there was one person where I was like B. Caden also kind of got put in B for boring, but also B for boyfriend because he was boyfriend at one point. I did romance him.
But
I don't know.
Caden kind of boring. Anywho,
Here's what I'm saying though. I know we're over time. This is my last thought.
Yeah.
I think Caden is an interesting character. I think he is a tad boring, but I think inherently every human character is going to have like a -1 or -2 on how interesting they can be simply because they're humans. I think Korra and Liam in Andromeda suffer from the same fate. I think Ashley suffers from the same fate. I think James suffers from the same fate. I think the humans just inherently take like a -1 to -2 hit to their interesting stat.
Yeah, with the exception of Joker and Captain Anderson for me.
There's a very few exceptions, but they have to be very exceptional characters to get past the boring marker because you're dealing with a world that has fun aliens. So
yeah,
it's hard to get past that.
And now we're both about to, well, I'm at least about to play a game with a human and an android girl, which I actually, you know what? As my takeaway, as my goodbye, remember kids, if you continue to sexualize Diane, I understand she's an android, but she's portrayed as a little girl. Stop it. You're weird. You are gross. You're a bad person.
I'm glad that y'all hated, I don't remember her name, but they got cast to play Ellie in the Last of Us TV show, and y'all were so mean to them because you didn't think they were attractive enough. And I just want to say, I'm glad you didn't find them attractive because I knew if they had casted someone that you did find attractive, you would have sexualized that child. You didn't deserve it.
And this literally is portraying to be like a 8-year-old, 8 to 10-year-old.
Oh, look, what's the one Demi Lovato meme? Stay away from her. Get a job.
Or my favorite Michael Jordan meme, stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. I'm actually going to play a video game. Blake's going to play a game with a robot. I'm actually going to play a game with different species. So very on par for this. It's just instead of space fantasy, it's medieval fantasy. So
eventually,
I'm going from sci-fi to fantasy.
Eventually, Emily, me, and her friend are all going to play a Baldur's Gate run together, which is going to be chaotic and stupid, and I'm looking forward to it. And I can't help myself. I will be a wild mage sorcerer. That being said, we are 40 minutes over. This is our longest podcast episode besides the 1-year anniversary.
I had a lot to say about Mass Effect, guys. I guess my point is, takeaway, I really like Mass Effect. And I'll probably replay it again this year and jot this down. In December, when we're talking about our top games of the year, Mass Effect will probably be number 1.
It won't be on my list because I didn't play it this year. I played it last year. And it was on my